Alright, welcome back, I suppose. I don't know if I have any of the original footage from the beginning of this commission or not. But what we have here is one of my earliest commissions that has also been lingering entirely too long, and I feel terrible about it, and I'm looking forward to getting it finished and shipped as soon as humanly possible. It's obviously a Hailfire that the user requested to have upgraded to 130s so that it could run off IMRs in the original battery tray. So that's part of what I'm going to be doing today, is the rewiring for that, which should be fairly simple because it's basically just a overly complicated strife, flywheel trigger, 2 motors, and that's about it. We're also going to see if we can't tighten up the rotation mechanism at least a little bit, try to keep it from being quite so wobbly. We'll see how that works out. Kind of wish these were a little bit stronger in general, but we will see. We might just end up putting, a gasket in there to make it a little bit tighter. And that's about it. Other than that, it's reassembling it, which it's a bit complicated. It's got some gears here and there that help with some mechanical advantage on the trigger and all of that, but the paint job is what kicked my butt for some reason. I don't know if it was the weather or the paints or what, but I just could not get them to play nice and stay clean and not curl and crackle. I tried everything that everybody recommended, sanded it down, primed it down, still had issues with it. Finally got it to a level that I'm willing to accept. I'm still not happy about it, but my excuse is that it now has a very weathered, used in combat, seen a lot of rough times look about it. Or at least that's what I'm going to claim so that I can sleep at night. I do still need to do the final detail painting. There'll be, the bits that get painted in silver additions and the names and, all the little stuff still needs to get done. But that will be done last. So today we're going to focus on getting the internals upgraded. Which the only real tricky part is going to be the rev trigger. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to mount that. Probably copious amounts of hot glue and maybe some small screws, but hopefully I do still have all of the parts. I believe these are the parts from this particular blaster. Yep, definitely. Okay, so peachy. Hopefully I can figure out which screws go where. That's always the fun part. I'll look it up if I have to. This I can work out on my own. We're going to take out and leave out the jam door lock, because ain't nobody got time for that. Wiring, the original wiring is actually quite heavy, which is kind of impressive. Unfortunately, it's also been stripped in a couple of places because of the way they put these things together. Okay, well, there does appear to be plenty of room here in the handle to put in this nice large micro switch. We are, of course, going to have to Dremel out much of the original switch housing and alter the shape of the switch slightly. I believe it will fit. I've got all the wiring done except for wiring it to the actual motor. I need to work out the details on running said wires because they're considerably heavier than they used to be. So I need to make sure that they still get down out of the way enough to not interfere. Coming in at 100. Nice. That's... Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
That is acceptable for 130s, I believe. after entirely too long, I'm declaring this thing as done as it's going to get. I've done all of the accents in silver because I think it looked nice. The real bad sections of the paint job where the paint had cracked and whatnot, I dry brushed it with silver to make it look like it's weathered through to the metal undercoat. And I think it actually came out looking pretty good. It looks like it's been used in battle. The cracking kind of looks like heat warping, so hopefully they're okay with it. I'm going to send pictures to the guy who ordered it, and if he says, yeah, sure, it looks great, then I'll send it to him. If he's like, no, it's crap and I don't want it, I'll just have to start over with a different hailfire, which will pain me in my soul, but would be fair, really. So, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, yes, I know spray paint is bad. I'm switching to vinyl dye. I tried my first bit of vinyl dyeing today. It's lovely. If I could have gotten orange, I need to find out somewhere that sells a good orange vinyl dye because that's one of my colors. Black I can get locally. They didn't have orange, so I need to look around, shop around. If anybody has any really good sources for cheap or inexpensive but lots of colors in vinyl dye, let me know. I would not be opposed to ordering them. I'd rather buy locally just so I'm not shipping, spray paint, but whatever. All right. Comments, questions, concerns, comment section. And as always, thank you for watching.